What's up, guys? Justin Phillip here. Just as like a little disclaimer, I'm not a YouTuber, so I don't like have a fan base there. I'm not a vlogger by any means, but I do get hired occasionally as cinematographer or director of photography. I'm on a lot of Facebook forum pages and stuff, and people ask me like what I carry around with me to little sets and things. I've shot a few commercials, a few Instagram style promotional videos, a lot of concerts, a couple music videos, and a handful of films. But I generally like take a big bag of gear with me and tend to take kind of the same stuff. I'm not really gonna reveal all of my lights and stuff because I also have like a pretty nice arsenal of lights. But we can do that like in a different kind of thing. But right now, I think I wanted to show people like what's in my camera bag. You know, like those videos, like what's in your camera bag? Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show you guys what's in my camera bag. Yeah, I was looking at myself in the thing there. But I'll show you when we do the turnaround here. So this is primarily what I film. I'm an actor as well, so I do a lot of self-tapes and things, and this is how I roll around with my GH4. So this is actually pretty similar to Caleb Pike, the DSLR video shooter, YouTube guy. He's got a huge following. This is really similar to his GH5 setup, and I didn't copy him actually. It just is a huge coincidence that our setups are so similar, which is pretty funny. Now, my bag is ginormous. It's a big bag, a lot of, oh, geez, it's so full of shit. Let's try that again. Okay, so this is my huge camera bag here. See, this is it's the ikan. I don't know, I'll probably put some links to this down below. It looks like a gigantic, like, I did a music video recently and like some of the guys are making fun of me because it looks like I'm in the military or something. It is a gigantic, like, military type tactile bag. Let's get into it. I have one solo clothespin here. I don't know. I haven't cleaned this out since my last shoot. I did a music video, so I don't know what's in here. This is my Zacuto bag, so I keep this out here. My Zacuto came in this. Zacuto is awesome. A little like 3.5 LCD monitor with a loop. But it comes with this cool bag where you can keep it in, but I never keep my Zacuto in here. This is like my divvy bag on set. So like I'll strap this to my belt loop, or you know, if I'm wearing a belt that day, I'll strap it to my actual belt, and it hangs out to the side, and I keep everything I need in here, like little microfiber towels. I guess what's left over in here is a bunch of BOGO ties. I guess I was using a bunch of those that day. You know, usually I leave my little screwdrivers in here for like tightening things. Whatever you need for the day. Little mints, I don't know, whatever you want to throw in there. All right, so then, this is a cool compartment they have. I have a MacBook Pro, and I usually keep my MacBook Pro in here. This, I always carry around color cards with me. It's for, you know, coloring, you know, so you can like hold one of these up, get a couple second shot. Okay, yeah, that's for my colorist, but sometimes I end up coloring stuff and I'm not that good at it, but DaVinci, you know, DaVinci's a good one to use. And plus, I mainly use this. This is great because I always like to do a custom white balance. So I always use this. And Panasonics make it really easy to set that, you know, take a quick snap pic of that, and you got custom white balance. So yeah, that's nice. I also like to use it with a light. I have a light meter, like a light meter app on my phone, because I used to shoot with the Bimpsy a lot. Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera. Yeah, I used to shoot with that a lot, and I always wanted to have a custom white balance with that camera especially. Also in here, I have a hard drive, so I always like to keep an extra drive with me just in case. I got one more, oh yeah. So this is my, my independent skate tool, because I like to, I grew up skateboarding, and I'm trying to get into skateboard cinematography. And I've only done like one video so far, but maybe I'll put a link to it below. It was really like impromptu, just a really, I'm not too happy with the footage quality of it. I shot it on the GX85. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but you can check it out. I'll put the link in there below. But this is just my little skate tool made by Independent. I had this in here from the last time we went skateboarding. All right, so now we're gonna get into it. So I'm gonna change the angle on the camera, but I mean, look at this bag. I love it. I love this bag. I love this bag because I can be a little bit I guess, kind of a hoarder. I don't know. But like, I like to keep my stuff clean, but I'm just like, I never know what I'll need on the shoot. So I like to bring everything. Now, of course, not everything fits in this bag. This is mainly just for like what's on hand. Okay, so obviously my camera's not in here because, you know, my G4, I already showed you guys. It's all up on here. I'm filming on the G85, and I like to keep my cameras on display in my little home studio here for if, you know, you never know who's gonna come around. All right, so let's check it out here. So yeah, you see all the space in here though? I love this bag. So I got a lot of crap in here. I have not cleaned this out since the last time. Up here is usually where I keep a camera. Boom, obviously that's a camera. Compartment, obviously that's a camera. There's no camera there. These are batteries, various batteries just thrown in here. This is my Zacuto. If you don't know what this is, it's a cool little piece of kit. So this is the Zacuto here. This is the little miniature monitor. Ba-boom, ba-boom. They have all these little protective things on here. And a lot of times I just find myself using just the monitor, like on its own, just this little monitor right here. I end up using this. And then of course, like with this little magic arm, little baby magic arm. And this one is cool, man. I've had the worst luck with magic arms, and I did a shoot with a guy and he's like, man, you should get ikan. ikan make the best stuff. Since then I've gotten an ikan backpack, this little ikan magic baby arm. But this one is really good. Like it never slips. It never ever slips. And I don't need like some big crazy like wonk, wonk, wonk. Like I don't need like that. I don't need the big crazy stuff. But this is like, so a lot of times I just end up using this on its own as like an extra monitor. And I know some guys are like, why would you use that as an extra monitor, dude? It's like literally pretty close to the same size as any friggin', you know, DSLR monitor. But the reason why is because I have a HDMI in and an HDMI out. So a lot of times, because I also have a second monitor, this little baby Viltrox. This is a little 5-inch monitor, pretty cool little camera monitor, extremely, extremely inexpensive. It was only, I paid $50 for it. And it also has an HDMI in and an HDMI out. There's nothing spectacular about this monitor other than the fact it does have an in and out, although the out is a mini HDMI, not a micro HDMI, but a mini HDMI. So it has a full HDMI in and then a mini HDMI out. Interesting. I like it for how small it is. You know, I kind of like it because it also has this cool little thing here where these are like tensions. This runs on tension, so you don't really need a magic arm. This is more like so you can mimic the red monitor, you know, the poor man's red. That's what I've built my entire camera career out of, is trying to build the poor man's red. Yeah, right, dude, right. Okay, so anyways, like this, you unhook this, right? And then this, if you're out having a sunny day, boom. And then you have like a really cool, professional looking viewfinder, like hanging off the side of your small rig cage. I love it. But a lot of times I don't even find myself using this. I just end up using this. And people are like, what the heck? Why do you even use that? Well, the false color on this is amazing. This actually has anamorphic squeeze on it. It actually also, not that I ever shoot with anamorphic lenses, but if, you know, that's an option to people that are really more looking for it. There's also guidelines on here. You can change all different guidelines, 16:9, 4:3, whatever, like the cinematic one, you know, just so you know where the bars are gonna be if you're shooting like a film. Like I shot a film in Reno, and I wanted to make sure that I knew where the black bars are gonna be because I knew they were gonna, you know, show it at theaters. And it's nice, it puts little dotted lines where the black bars will be. I don't know the exact ratio on that. What is it, like 2:3:1 or some crap? I don't know what it is. Look it up, man. I don't know, man. Quit being so judgy. Judgers. Anyways, it has a lot of cool features. The focus peaking on it is really good. It has like that old school focus peaking where it just like highlights all around, like puts the little like aura around what's in focus. So that's kind of better than what Panasonic uses. It's mainly for the false color though. I love the false color on this. False color, if you don't know what that is, and you're not using that to get exposure, I don't know what to tell you, man. I just don't know what to tell you. Okay, so that's that. I got a couple different speed boosters in here. This is not Metabones, but doesn't it look like the Metabones case? You open this up, nope, not Metabones. This is the Viltrox MF2. I love it. I love it, I love it. It's actually, I know a guy that was shooting with a Metabones, and everyone has this lens. This is my pride. I was like so full of joy the day I got this. This is the Sigma 18 to 35 f1.8, right? So he had this on a Metabones, like the Ultra, I think, and he said it didn't go down as low as mine as far as f-stop is concerned. With the Viltrox, this goes down to 1.2. But I guess he said that his Metabones didn't go that low? I don't know. Maybe you guys can like chime in on that. I don't know if that's true, or maybe he just had something wrong with his firmware or something, but regardless, this Viltrox goes down, changes that Sigma to a 1.2, and there's a lot of reviewers on YouTube that say that this is sharper than the Metabones. It's crazy. Either way, I got it for 160 from a guy out here in LA, brand new, so you can't beat that, right? I also used the Tamaran with it. This is the 28 to 75. This isn't the new one, but it's pretty legit. It's nice, 2.8, so it comes down to like a f2 on the speed booster. Yeah, so you have, these are primarily like my run and gun lenses. This right here is my second speed booster, and this is a real treasure here. This is the Keaton Landis. Let me get you in focus here. All right, check this out. This is the Keaton Landis M42 to micro four thirds. M42 are the crazy old school legacy lenses. And you're like, why would you ever have that? And this is a speed booster for those. And the reason why I have that is because, dun, 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 this right here is my real pride and joy. This is my mini cine lens kit. Now, the majority of these are Russian Soviet lenses. They are all M42 mount. Now, if you've never seen an M42 mount before, it is, if you've never seen an M42 mount, it's these, the screw-ons. You see, you screw it on. But this is, you know, and when I say legacy, it's because these are old school, check that out, made in Russia. And this is the Zenitar 16 mil, but on here, I obviously have it says 22 mil because with the speed booster and the, you know, the micro four thirds equivalent, it's the 16 mil is actually a 22. So that's what we got in here. You got the 16 millimeter Zenitar, the 24 mil, the 28 mil Chiron, which is the 40 millimeter equivalent. We have the 37 Mir 1B, the 58 Helios. Oh, everyone loves the Helios. And the 85 Jupiter, the big bad boy, which is more like a 119, 120 equivalent on the micro four thirds with the speed booster. So these are what I use primarily when shooting, like, you know, narrative work, stuff where, and plus they're all declicked. I mean, obviously the Russian lenses just come declicked. It's weird because you can actually make it clicked or declicked. This is the Helios. This is the original. Like, this is not even like, you know, a lot of them will be like 442, 444 or whatever. This is the original. This is just 44. It just says Helios 44. So this is one of the originals. Did I say that? This is one of the originals. So check it out though. You can actually click or declick, and all the Russian lenses are like this. So right now it's like, that's the aperture because the focus is in the back. So this is the aperture, but now you can move this, and now you can only go as far as f4, right? Or you can push it all the way over. Yeah, let's see. See there, it's clicked. See, it's clicking. Or you can set it. Oh, now it's locked. It's locked on f2. Or I can push it all the way over, and now I can go the whole route. Really wild, man, how these cool legacy lenses are. But yeah, you should check those out. I mean, I think almost everyone has that Helios lens, but I got the whole set. All right, so now let's keep going. What else do we have in here? So yeah, I showed you these monitors. This is more monitor stuff, cables, whatever. BOGO ties, yes. Oh, these things. So every time I buy something and there's these silica packs in there, you know, you guys seen these, like they come in beef jerky, they come in like a lot of camera stuff that you buy. I know it's blown out, sorry about that. But these things, I don't know, because I'm super worried about fungus in my lenses, and these are for moisture, so I always just like throw these in the bottom of my camera bag. Like you'll find them, like, look, I got like a handful of them in here. Like the silica bags, you know, like I just keep them in my camera bag. I don't know. There's a reason why they keep them in boxes of shoes when you buy them, right? So I don't know, it keeps moisture out, keeps it away from my lenses and my stuff. This is another crazy HDMI cable. This thing right here, this is dope. This is the Dinkum shade. So because I shoot like primarily on these little tiny cameras, I don't want a matte box. I've been back and forth about matte boxes, and at the end of the day, I don't really, number one, all my filters are circular. These are all my circular filters. So I'm not gonna use square filters. Like I already have spent a bunch of money on circular filters. Like why am I gonna buy square filters? Plus matte boxes is more weight. I don't like all the weight. So the Dinkum shade is cool. And if you're worried about like looking cool, this still is like a French flag, you know? Like you can look at, it's the only thing I don't like. This sounds awful, but it works really well. Works really well. Dummy batteries, you know, you gotta have dummy batteries for your GH5 or GH4, whatever you're shooting on, dummy batteries. This is like a little bag of BOGO ties. Guys, if you don't know what BOGO ties are, dude, just do yourself a favor and buy them. They're so awesome. Look at this. These things, they're so cool. Like I use them on everything. Like, I don't have them on anything right now. You just have to take my word for that. They're just better for tying stuff up. I got my little book of memory cards in here. That's always good to have lots of memory cards. I got my knockoff, what is this thing called? What is this called? I forget what this thing is called. A Leatherman. This is my knockoff Leatherman. You know, I don't care. I don't need name brand Leatherman. Whatever. I ended up getting it for free because Amazon, the one I bought from Amazon, it didn't show up. And I'm like, hey man, it didn't show up. So they refunded it and then they still sent it anyways. You can do that with Amazon. That works. Here's my little thing of gaffer tape. It's almost gone. Let's see. Yes, microfiber towel. These are all my filters. You know, I got IR cut. Like I told you guys, I used to shoot on the BIMC. If you have the BIMC and you're not shooting with the IR cut, get it together, man. Check this out. This is my variable ND. You know, you gotta have this stuff. In here, there's like polarizers, FLD, you know, just random round filters. This is the cool one I wanna show you though. I spent a lot of time on this. Check that out. And no, it's not the Vid Atlantic anamorphic adapter. It looks like it though, right? But no, man, I made this one. So this is my own custom anamorphic screw-on adapter. And if you saw this on my Instagram, you already saw like the test footage of this. Basically, this is pretty simple. I took a UV filter. Look at the other side. Took a UV filter and then a graduated blue color filter. And in the middle, I put a zero decal and a fishing line, because that's what you use, you know, you use people like to church it up and be like, oh, you got to put a polymer line in there to make it anamorphic. And then I was like, polymer, what's that? I Googled it. It's fishing line, dude. Polymer is fishing line. So I put the fishing line in there, and this black stuff, it's pretty simple. It's just a zero decal. You go to your hardware store and you buy those patches of stickers with the numbers, or no, this is the letter O. The numbers was too skinny. You get the letter O, boom, fits in there perfect. This is a 62 mil. I know 62 millimeter might not be big enough for you guys, but I mainly just wanted it for my my Russian lenses. So like for the Jupiter and the Helios, those are like native 49 mil filter threads. So it works perfect. You get a couple adapters, you pump it up to 62, and it's cool. You can check out my Instagram. I'll put a link to my Instagram below. And if you scroll down through there, you can find the footage that this thing does. crazy weird streaky flares. It's really stylistic. I don't know. I've never used it on a paid shoot because I don't know. I might not get paid. But it's interesting, you know? Oh yeah, I got a little small rig sun hood in here. You know, you gotta have that, you know, I try to be cool. Got my little thing. Whip, 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 clean ya, clean ya. What else? Another memory card holder. And then it's cool, man. This bag just keeps, I mean, look at the size of this thing. And then it just keeps going, you know? You see all my random business cards in this side here. A little blown out here. It's okay. So a lot of crap in here. Let's see, it's mainly just like business cards, more BOGO ties. This is cool. I take this too. So like I was saying earlier about people, some of the people I work with, they're kind of like new to like film production sometimes. And sometimes they don't even have like a hard drive. That's why I bring the hard drive. But sometimes also, their computer, a lot of computers don't have an SD card slot. Now, when I got my MacBook made, I made sure that it had an SD card slot built in. But I take this with me on jobs because I can say, oh, you don't have an SD card slot? And right here, this is a USB little, USB drive, I guess, that, see that little slot? You just pop little SD card slots, or SD cards in that slot and hook it up to your, you know, your boss's computer, whoever hired you to do the shoot, and then you can dump the footage onto their computer. So that's nice to have. I've used it quite a bit, actually. Let's see what else in here. Yeah, just random, oh yeah, all the adapters, tons of, you guys know this noise. I was actually working with a dude and he didn't know what these were. He said, what are those? I'm like, really? And then, yeah, brand new, every time I buy something, camera related, it always comes with these microfiber rags. Can't go wrong though. And then I have to have these Banaka breast strips because I drink a lot of iced tea, unsweet, and I think it just like kills my breath. So I like to keep that on hand. You can get those in the 99 store. So there's what's in my camera bag. I know it's crazy nasty, but there's a lot of cool stuff, guys. All right, so there it is. There's my camera bag, and my camera's dying. Flashing red at me. So whatever, man, leave your comments below. I'm gonna leave links to all my stuff down there. Let me know what you guys think. Give me your ideas and things of maybe ways I can improve the way I organize my stuff, because I know it's pretty crazy, but I usually don't reorganize until I get ready to go to the next shoot, you know, meaning like maybe like I get a call today, like, oh, you got hired for a job. Then I'll like reorganize my stuff for that particular job. So this is just the aftermath of the music video that I recently shot. And as soon as I do that, I'll obviously like put that out there so you guys can watch that too. All right, guys, thanks. That's it. My camera died. The audio lives on.